Hello everybody and welcome back to the Pixel Brothers Minecraft server. As you can see, I've still got my nice hat on that obscures the water. And I figured today that I would give you guys a bit of another tour. We've added a few things since the last time you guys were here, including some neat machines that I will show you. I've also picked up this nice hardened jetpack to replace my hang gliding dark iron chest that I had yesterday, and replaced that with a hang glider instead. So I know the most obvious things that you can see here are that new ring and the library, but the first thing I want to show you guys is actually over here. Nothing too special, admittedly, but I set up a wheat farm so that we would have a better supply of food than the apples that Shiva was providing us with earlier in the server's lifetime. I don't know if anybody else has taken advantage of it, but there's a lot of wheat around. I just harvested this little bit of it earlier this morning, and plenty of bread to go around too. That's what's over there on that side of the server. I didn't remember to show it to you guys yesterday. Here we'll fly over, and we could see the next most obvious thing, which is the most obvious thing, I suppose, which is the ring on top of Armaya's building here. I was able to provide him with a couple elevators, so he has made his structure a bit more easily accessible in terms of getting up on top of the rings and getting to the view that was so awesome. Yeah, so here's what you've seen, the nice wide view of the server. This is probably new to you guys, and that over there is probably new to you guys. But here is the top ring, which is pretty close to that sky island. We might go check that out in a little bit. There could be a king slime up there. That's where I obtained this nice Tinker's Construct broadsword. Yeah, but this part of the ring, I've tried to convince Armaya to put lava down on, so kind of light up the area. But he's told me that he's got plans for it, so we'll see what neat things he gets up to with this, with the glass here and glass down there. And he said he might end up making another ring even bigger in the sky at some point in the near future. But let's go see this thing down here. I'm sure you guys are all wondering what's going on here. So this is our power plant, and we've got a tesseract hooked up to a pump in the lava in the nether. And then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 10 or 11 lava generators hooked up to redstone energy cells, which are in turn hooked up to another tesseract, which can send energy to any accompanying tesseracts. And there are a couple people who have tesseracts in their building. I, for one, haven't obtained one yet because I haven't had a huge energy use other than the pulverizer that I've been using to increase my metals. Over here is something interesting that I invented. I'll show it to you guys. So it looks, I like to call it the bubblegum machine, but essentially what this does is it lets you get experience from this nice vat of experience, liquid experience tanks. And also to store experience, so that when we finally do get to the point where we're enchanting everything, we have enough experience to go around for any people who want to enchant stuff, and this will let make enchanting much easier than it would have been otherwise, since we will have the stored experience and we don't have to worry about people dying and losing their experience. This over here is a work in progress. I'm working on making a mob farmer out of this zombie spawn block. I haven't quite set up the whole structure yet, but I'm hoping to use some spikes, which are part of a mod pack. Let's see here. Yeah, iron spikes made with swords, just basically a bunch of iron, in order to farm the zombies that come out of that spawner. And here we have what is going to be Mike's library. He's setting it up to house all of his Mistcraft stuff, so that he has a central location people can come and look at books and be whisked away to other dimensions. He's also talked about having some portals here to go to more frequently visited dimensions, but I haven't messed with any Mistcraft, so I don't know what exactly that's going to be about, but I'm sure you guys will get to see that in another tour here soon. Alright, so here's something else that I don't remember if I showed you guys yesterday, which is the beginnings of Shavo's train station. He's setting it up so that everyone can have kind of rails running to their place. I know I showed you guys the train stop over there, but I also incorrectly labeled Armaya's tree farm, which is down under there, if you'll remember from yesterday's video, as Shavo's tree farm. But Shavo's tree farm is in fact that huge cluster of trees over there with the trains and the harvester. He set it up so that his trees would grow much closer together in order to make it easier to farm them. And so there are two other things that I have been working on that I wanted to show you guys in this video. The first of which is this house right here. So I've basically been setting up a storage area. Now I know this doesn't look like much of a storage area, but this block is in fact an elevator from open blocks. And so I've been able to set up a nice storage area. Hopefully I'm going to be able to move most of the important stuff from over near the big wood house to this area. I've got actually 2 floors set up right now. One with the furnace generator and the pulverizer and the chest, and the furnace and the diamond chest, and then obviously this guy with chest. And I just figured out that you can make barrels, so I transferred most of my cobblestone to this better barrel, but obviously I am using a good bit of cobblestone. Let's put this back on. I'm using a good bit of cobblestone for that monster spawner project. And there's also going to be a couple more floors, which you can see kind of down there. I let a quarry kind of mine this out, and it turned out that all the bedrock down there was flat. I don't know if that's a new thing or not. I remember back in the day when we started playing Minecraft that bedrock would not be flat at all, and there would actually be holes in it that would let you fall down through the world if you weren't careful about it. Alright, we're going to sleep here to get rid of the rain and to get rid of the dark, so that it'll be easier to show you this last project that I've been working on. See, that's so nice. Gets rid of the rain there. I actually built that tower there. It's got some ladders and stuff on it, and I'll show you that when we head back to spawn. But I built that to mark the meteor that we found that had a bunch of computer craft stuff in it. Anyway, so yes, I'm working. Oh, this guy's got a scary jack-o'-lantern hat. But as it stands, this is what has become of my sheep farm. I've basically been breeding different color sheep and setting up glass up here so the grass can grow and have enough light. Eventually there will be a building on top of this that will have some cool features that I won't spoil yet, since I'm sure we'll get to it in another video. But I do want to build a building here eventually that will serve as a holder for the sheep, kind of, that will make it easier to get access to them. But that will be a feature for another video. So, in the meantime, I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tour of the Pixel Bros server, and I'm sure that there will be another video in due time to showcase even more things that are going on, both here and maybe even eventually off the island. So I will talk to you guys later. Peace.